Skipper Guinevere. Now, not only am I going to be your skipper, but I'm also going to be your tour guide, your dance instructor, your social instructor, and your swim instructor, if you do not laugh at my joke. I'm just kidding. I don't know how to swim. I'd suggest you start laughing. Okay, try harder. Oops, sit down. Thank you. Now heading into the Amazon rainforest, where it rains about 365 days a year. According to my calculations, that is much higher than I can count to, probably about every other day. Right over here is Inspiration Falls. It does typically inspire you to go. Sorry, that was my number one joke. Deeper and deeper into the jungle. Everybody say, ooh. Ooh. Everybody say, ah. Ah. Everybody say, Skipper Gwen, I'm proud of you.
Skipper Gwen, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you. My parents never said that to me as a child, so it really means a lot coming from a boatload of strangers. Now we're heading into the Congo River, so let's see how far we can go. They make me say that this is a cry for help. I did organize a get-together for you guys up here at our Boats, Baits, and Bike Stock. All the best skippers from all over the world. RSVP, this is the most absolutely, most ardently, most sincerely, and most seriously we're not going to show up. And they didn't. It really reminds me of my senior prom, because no one showed up to that either. Save your odds for later. I'm going to say much sadder things. There's a lot of fish on the menu, piranha being my favorite for a quick bite. However, if you are not in the mood for fish, we do have a cool new secret menu option called Snake Surprise. And surprise, my ex dropped by. He wasn't even invited. He just showed up.
How they do,
Right over here is my camp. And in my camp, those are going to be my in-laws. As you can tell, it is quite the explosive relationship. Does anybody here know the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Outlaws are wanted. And the only thing I want from my in-laws is money. Now we're heading into the Nile River, which is the longest river in the world, going on for Niles, and Niles, and Niles, and Niles. If you don't believe me, you are certainly in
Denial.
Denial.
Elephant? We're not an elephant, you guys. Goodness. Now right up here is an African bull elephant.
There's the
Incredibly
elephant.
rare. You will never ever see another one in your entire life ever. And that right there is a skipper's promise, meaning it is, ooh, let's not hang our children off the side of the boat. Thank you. Meaning that is a lie, because if you turn to this side of the boat and use your imagination, you are going to see a second African bull elephant. Isn't nature beautiful? Right here is our sandstone exhibit. A lot of people take it for granted, but I personally think it rocks. It is one of our bolder attractions. Now, as a professional animal spotter, I painted those giraffes up there. I'm going to point out some animals for you. In the front are the daily news. They tell me everything up there are the graphs. Good deer. Make sure we're seated front. Thank you. Good zebras, go vultures. And then that pride of Goliath is actually watching over that sleeping gazebo. Who looks a little bit tired. That is dead tired. Yeah, he's resting in pieces. Peace. He's just resting. He's so sleepy and alive. He's very alive. Now, I have never actually seen anything like this before. In my entire time of being a jungle cruise skipper, I have never, ever seen that many rocks on a beach. Not even since the last rock concert I went to, and it was a Rolling Stones concert. Have you seen anything else extraordinary or out of the ordinary happening on that beach? No, you do not. Because if no one sees it, no one has to write the report, and I don't want to get Skipper Felix fired again this week. Yeah, you think you get the point in the end, but what do I know? Now, right over here are my friends Smiley and Ginger. They do just lay on this beach all day looking for a handout, so watch those. Keep those inside the boat. Ginger snaps. She's such a cookie. Now, if I could have your attention to the front of the boat, you are going to see the most amazing thing in the entire jungle. And if you look past me, you're going to see the second most amazing thing in the entire jungle. And that right there is Spicer Falls. Spicer Falls is named after the Jungle Cruises founder, Dr. Albert Falls. Don't worry if you don't get it now. We'll be going over it later. Now, a lot of people ask me, Skipper Gwen, how did you land your career here at the Jungle Cruise? I think it's pretty plain to see. I took a crash course. It was half off. My career never really took off like I thought it would, but they still let me drive the boat, which is good news for me and bad news for you. And speaking of bad news, I've wandered into the hippo pool. Now, these hippos have sunk 4 of our boats this week. 7 of them have been mine. It's actually the back half of my last cruise. They are pretty stern. If I do say so myself, I'm going to scare these hippos off like I did my past few relationships. I love you! I know we just met, but how do you feel about marriage in a house in the suburbs? We're never going to hear from them again, and I'm always going to be single, but I've come to terms with that fact. You know, a lot of people tell me, Skipper Gwen, your job is so easy, even a monkey can do it. To that I say those are apes. I would tell you the difference, but it's a really long tail, and joke myself. You can tell. But I don't think we're going to get very far because that temple up there is the exact one they told me not to go into under any circumstance, and I don't know how to turn around the boat. So we're going in. I'll only fade up two things, the dark and the dentist, and this looks like a root canal. I cannot stand for this.
Look at Ben's shirt. Yep. The weirdest drive-through pet store I've ever been in, and I've been in a lot. Now we've wandered into an Indian elephant bathing pool, and go ahead and take as many photos as you would like. They do all have their trunks on today, and that elephant up there in the shower is actually showing you exactly why water conservation is so important. Because if you stay in the shower for too long and you don't pay attention to how much water you're wasting, you too could become an elephant. Almost happened to me one time. I'm just kidding. I don't shower. Now the elephants do like to try and spray the boats, but do not worry, they are the newer models. They don't have as much trunk space as those older models. Yeah, nice try, buddy, but you're never going to get me to shower. Never, ever. Now we are very nearly nearing the end of our cruise today, and we all know what happens at the end of a good Disney ride.
Disney ducks.
Hi, babies. I'm saying that to the ducklings, I promise. They are adorable.
They are.
Love them so much. I think they're very new ducklings, I will say that. I only saw them for the first time yesterday or the day before. They are very, very, very adorable. I love them so much. Anyways, back to the joke I was saying before I got distracted by the ducklings. Make sure we stay seated, keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. The ducklings would not like to be grabbed out of the water. They do fight back, or at least Mama Duck will. Now we are very nearly nearing the end of our cruise today, and we all know what happens at the end of a good Disney ride, right? A gift shop, watch Pluto, please watch Pluto. I do not want Pluto to go into the water. I saw Pluto get thrown. Is he still with us? Is Pluto still with us? Pluto? Pluto? Is he good? Pluto's good? Okay. I thought Pluto went to the water. I was very scared. Perfect. I was very concerned. Yeah, gift shop. Now if you guys enjoyed your cruise today, my name has been Skipper Guinevere. That is spelled H-E-L-P space M-E. The crash rope is silent, but it is getting louder every day. If you did not enjoy your cruise today, that is really unfortunate. Go and forget everything I told you. Because what happens on the Jungle Cruise stays on the Jungle Cruise. You're all sworn to secrecy. Now, as we very slowly yet very surely reapproach the dock, I do ask that you remain seated at all times, keeping those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. Parents, watch those kids. Kids, please. Watch those parents. I do not have them. I do not want them. I do not trust them. Yeah, they had you, so that is just about enough evidence I need to know that they cannot be trusted. But to be fair, you brought them. I don't think I can trust you guys either. Now, if you guys have any arms, hands, legs, children, anything like that hanging outside the boat, make sure you put it back in the boat. I don't want you to feel any unnecessary peer pressure. And that dock is mean. It will peer pressure you. Absolutely. Yeah.
Peer pressure.
Thank you. Yeah. Now I'm going to tell you guys something very important. Something very special. Something very life-changing, and something very much my parents told me when I turned 18. They said, Skipper, Gwen, your free ride is now over. So stop crying, gather up all your belongings, do not cross over the center crates, take small children by the hand, and finally, but most importantly, and I'm really going to amp this up, because this is really just the point that really drives us all home, other than the boat. They told me, and I'm going to tell you now. Get up.
Thank you.